Well, it's time for another one of my fun Feminist Frequency videos. So, Miss Frequency, what have you stumbled into uninvited and then found objection with today?
I was looking around the Snakepliskinist website and I noticed that they have this bot builder where you can create your perfect silicone clone ready and willing to serve. Or you can turn yourself from hot to bot. It gets even more disturbing when you get inside the program because you have all these options of clothing choices, and one of which is a French maid outfit, and you can have your new French maid pose in these cute or sexy model poses, and in addition you can give her martini hands so she can serve you drinks at your whim.
You know, I'd bet almost anything that there's like a build your own perfect man website for women somewhere or other, but I can't confirm that because I'm not gonna go looking for it and then get logged in and then do a bunch of stuff on the website just so I can, you know, have fodder to bitch about, because I mean, that's not something a sane person does. But please continue.
Let's talk about fembots for a second then, because in popular culture and historically, fembots are the ultimate misogynistic male fantasy.
Whoa, 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 fucking whoa. Misogynistic? Now, forgive me if I'm wrong about this, but doesn't misogynistic mean hates women? Well, okay. So, let's say you're a man, you know, you want some sex, you want somebody to cook you food, like, do shit for you, but you're like, you know what, I respect women too much to ask them to do these things for me. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to build a machine that will do all of those so that women will not be degraded. If you look at it like that, then the fembot is the ultimate testament to what men are willing to create and achieve in order to give women the respect and status in society that they deserve. And they make these robots look like women, so clearly they love women on a number of levels. So, I mean, I think what you just said is the precise opposite of the truth, but, you know, go on with your ignorant yammering.
They're a mythic construct used to serve male desires. These fembots are sex slaves and sex objects ready and willing to serve and clean up after these men.
Well, they're not slaves because they're not people, so no problem there. And as for sex objects, they are actual, factual, literal fucking objects, okay? And, you know, you act all offended like, design, you know, like, they treat them just like they're designed to, you know, take and serve men's needs, blah, blah, blah. Well, yeah, when you design a machine for a purpose, you should not be surprised and or offended when it is used for that fucking purpose, you know, the very thing it was goddamn created for. Jesus Christ.
So is she the accessory to the razor, or is the razor the accessory to her? Don't really know, but what I do know is that her whole reason for being is to serve this man.
They're both shaving accessories. Why are you so fucking stupid?
Why do advertisers love to use these images that reduce all that women are into plastic, homemaking, obedient sex slaves who don't talk back? In fact, they don't talk at all, and they even have an on and off switch.
And now we get to the crux of the issue here. Because, as I said, if you're a feminist and you really want, like, this society where everyone is an equal and sex is not really, you know, doesn't really determine anything like a person's worth, I mean, consider. If men have their sex robots and housekeeping robots and stuff like this, right, then men and women are on totally equal footing, right? Men can appreciate women for their personality and what they contribute to a relationship besides those things. So, if we have these female robots, then women themselves have that much more value because they don't have to do all of these degrading things that the robots have to do. So, what's your problem with it? Well, I think it's pretty obvious. It's what you just said. Let me put it this way. If I had to go out, you know, get on the dating scene, that's not really my thing, but, you know, I go out and I start meeting women and it's just a whole bunch of you, that robot's gonna be looking pretty damn attractive, mainly because it's not always blah blah blah, everything's misogyny, blah blah, I'm so dissatisfied with society and how I am the victim of society, blah 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 blah. I mean, listening to that shit, like, just get me a fucking robot already. I mean, I'm just saying that if men do perfect the sex robot technology, you are guaranteed to die alone. There are women who won't, but those are the ones that actually have, you know, like, personalities and intelligence and shit like that. But you? Oh, you are hosed.
Advertisers are tapping into a core element of patriarchy, which is the obsession with control. Author of The Gender Knot, Alan Johnson, says, as with any system of privilege that elevates one group by oppressing another, control is an essential element of patriarchy. Men maintain their privilege by controlling women and anyone else who might threaten it. The fembot fantasy is an expression of total control, especially over women.
Except, once again, they're not controlling women, they're controlling robots. But, you know, it might actually be an issue of control. Like, just for instance, if a man can, you know, have a sex robot, then what are you going to use as leverage to get him to jump through a bunch of ridiculous hoops and agree with the ridiculous ass shit that you are constantly fucking saying? Well, it seems like you would be losing leverage, young lady, the thin leverage that you had. And then, I mean, why would a guy listen to you? You would have to develop a personality. You would actually have to learn how to say shit that was vaguely worthwhile. But you don't want to do that. You want to just keep blah 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 blah, and you can't have men, like, finding a way to get sex, you know, without having to listen to your nonsense.
And these commercials are selling men this fantasy of control associated with their product. I love science fiction, and what I love most about it is this opportunity to imagine alternative societies and futuristic technologies that can improve our way of life and really be used as a tool for liberation. But what these commercials are doing is taking this imaginary futuristic world and making it a tool of subordination and oppression.
Oh yeah. Oppression of the robots. You know, FeministFrequency. There's this, you know, kind of idea going around that feminism is not serious and is totally stupid and is just a bunch of whining and idiocy, and hell, who knows or cares if it is. But if you want to know why people think that, you should look in the mirror, or maybe record yourself and then listen to one of the recordings so that you understand why a person, when they hear feminists, they just roll their fucking eyes. It is you. You are why. That's all. Have a nice day.